Have you ever gone on dates where everything looked great on paper, but you actually feel nothing in person? Or quite the opposite, when you meet in person, there's a spark, but deep down you know that it's just not gonna work. It's probably a mismatch between how you and the other person experience love. Stay tuned and I'll explain more in this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I help women in their 30s make aligned choices in their health and dating. Today I want to share about a topic that I have personally reflected on quite a bit in my own dating journey. And the question is love practical or romantic or both? And this is probably the reason why a lot of dates don't go anywhere. Let me break it down. Let's talk about practical love. Practical love is built on compatibility. It's when two people align on finances, lifestyle, routines, and shared responsibility. The upside is that the relationship feels easy, stable, and peaceful. And that's because two people want the exact same things and they have aligned expectations. The downside is that if emotional needs don't match, one person starts feeling unseen, disconnected, and resentful. And the biggest trap is when people enter the relationship thinking the emotional connection will just grow later. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. I've personally seen examples of couples who absolutely thrive in such types of partnership. And I've also seen examples of couples where one person quietly starts wanting more. Now let's talk about romantic love. Romantic love prioritizes chemistry. It's the kind of relationship where you want to feel everything: attraction, emotional connection, spontaneity, excitement. The upside is that it feels intense, magnetic, it makes you feel alive. But the downside is that chemistry without compatibility doesn't usually last. And the reason being, compatibility cannot be seen in the first few dates. Compatibility is usually revealed over a long time based on how a person really shows up. In early dating, you're actually attracted to the idea of a person. But as you start peeling back the layers and really getting to know someone, your head starts catching up with your heart, and you may not really feel the same way anymore. What's happening is this: you're not actually falling for the person, you're falling for the idea of the person that your mind has created. Chemistry is fast. Compatibility gets revealed over time. I used to fall in this exact same trap when I first started online dating. Over the years, I've learned to align both my head and my heart in dating. Now let's talk about the sweet spot and what that actually looks like. The best relationships don't make you choose between logic and emotion. They're actually a mix of both. In these relationships, you get a mix of chemistry, compatibility, and connection. In Greek culture, the term for this is philia, or friendship-based love. Friendship-based love is when you actually enjoy each other's company, when you respect each other, when you have shared values, your lives actually fit together, when you see the other person's strengths and weaknesses, and you accept them as a whole person. And this is where dates go wrong. Dates sometimes go wrong because two people are asking completely different questions. One person is asking, are we compatible? And the other person there is asking, how do I feel around them? And just like that, the two people are misaligned in their expectations. So what can you really do about this? Step one is to know your default. Do you like to lead with logic, emotion, or both? And what kind of relationship will truly fulfill you? Think about that. Next, read what the date is actually testing. If it's coffee and structured questions, probably a compatibility check. If it's an activity-based date, probably a friendship and vibe test. And if it's deep flowing conversations, probably a chemistry check. Step number 3 is, if you really like someone, meet them where they are. This means that if they are testing compatibility, engage them in that. If they are doing a vibe check, relax into that. This builds comfort and trust early on. Or you can ask them playfully, what does a good relationship look like for you? Their answer will tell you everything: practical, romantic, or a bit of both. For me personally, emotional connection and conversation matter the most. Without that, there's no question of exploring anything further. not even compatibility. But I've had to actually learn this the hard way, that chemistry without clarity is how I end up missing red flags. So if your dating life feels confusing, see if you're experiencing misaligned expectations. The goal isn't to try and force something with someone, it is to find someone with whom our head and our heart both align. That's it for today, guys. Leave me a comment below and let me know how you like to approach dating. And until next time, remember to keep choosing alignment over timelines.